Hey, Evil Dave.
Morning.
David Letterman.
How are you today?
How you doing, pal?
Good. Hey, listen, I got something for you.
Yeah.
Here, Howard. This is a little something for you here, buddy.
Okay.
I'll give you a hint. It's to get you through the rest of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Well, no one can see that. What is it?
Well, it's a shot glass.
Nice.
That's not written down on your paper.
No, it's not. Listen, I can't.
Where does it say give the gift?
Yeah.
I don't know. I listen, by the way.
We just had the guy who actually works for you now, the guy Craig Ferguson.
Right.
He'll do it for you.
Yeah.
How you been? I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm real good. You're looking good, and whenever I can't sleep, I always watch the Wrong Guys. Just puts me right.
There you go, Artie.
The Wrong Guys?
The Wrong Guys.
What's that?
I have no idea.
You weren't in The Wrong Guys, were you?
No.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't know.
The Wrong Guys.
By the way, Howard, is it just me, or is Heather Locklear one good-looking whore?
She's good looking, man.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
She's hot.
I don't know if she's a whore.
I'll tell you what, I think your monologue here is much better than on your show.
I appreciate that.
Your real thoughts are much more interesting.
It's edgier.
I was talking very quickly to Craig Ferguson out in the hall. He's a very nice man, and I mentioned to him that I want Michael Jackson on my TV show so bad, I'm willing to let Michael have a sleepover with my son Harry.
Wow. David Letterman saying he would sacrifice his son to Michael Jackson's house.
And Craig agreed.
Yeah. That's great. Well, Dave Letterman, great having you here.
Thank you, Howard.
And thanks for sitting in on the show today.
I appreciate it.
You know, he's a weirdo besides Dave Letterman, and you are a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah, I admit it.
Yeah. Still can't beat Jay Leno? Or you beat him when I was on the other night.
Yeah. Well, I know, and that's the other reason I wanted to come on. I wanted to thank you for everything you've done, and... you mentioned Jay Leno. I think I should hire that Gary the retard guy to be my announcer because, if Leno can hire retards to be announcers, so can I.
That's good.
A little out of order, but pretty good.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
All right, Dave Letterman's with us. Triple H is going to be with us in a couple of seconds.
By the way, Howard, where's Jeff the Vomit guy?
He hasn't been on in months.
Oh, I agree with him because there's nothing wrong with girls throwing up on you.
No?
No.
You dig that?
Not a darn thing.
You like that?
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
That is honest.
That is really honest. Dave Letterman, everyone. What time are you on now? 11:35 p.m.
Yeah.
Right.
But how many hosts of late night talk shows have you actually had a she-male lover? Do you think?
How many late night talk shows have actually?
How many hosts of late night talk shows have actually had a she-male lover?
Probably about 3 that I can think of.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you be one of those?
High.
No, but I think Craig Ferguson might explore that.
Oh, it's not you. It's Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
You're outing him.
Oh,
Got to be Jay Leno too.
Yeah. We got to build him up.
Well, hey, great having you here.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hey, you know who else is here? Double A, super fan of wrestlers to the point that it's gay.
Yeah.
He wants to see Triple H so bad. I said, dude, if you want to see Triple H, you get in the Robo-Spanker, and I'll ask you questions about Triple H. If you can answer them, you don't get spanked. If you can't answer them, you get spanked. If you can't answer them, you just have to...
You take your beating.
Right.
You see the great irony here with Double A's. He won't get in the Robo-Spanker because he thinks it's too gay, but look at how gay he is for wrestlers.
He is gay.
You are gay.
What are you wearing, a thong?
What's going on?
Oh, my goodness.
I don't even know what it is. Some kind of pink...
What? Dude.
You're wearing a bathing suit, and you got all your wrestling belts with you. What are those again? What are those again?
Those are
They're
different.
replicates of the exact belts.
Replicates.
Replicates.
Wow.
Replicates of whose belt?
This one is the World Championship belt that Triple H used to have, but right now he's going to be going for in the Elimination Chamber match.
Do you think Triple H even has copies of his own belts?
No.
I bet he's throwing them out.
He's got copies of his checks that he gets paid.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder if Triple H even cares about those belts the way that Double A does.
How many belts does Double A have? Because these are different than the ones I've seen him with before.
I have 6 total.
Wow.
What does that belt cost, the one that is the exact replicate Triple H?
This one was $375.
They saw you coming.
So crazy.
You're a grown man. How old? Oh, barely, but you're a grown man. How old are you?
I'm 33.
33. You're buying all those belts.
Yep.
How much is a belt there in your right hand?
This one was $325.
And how much was the belt there in your left hand?
$425.
Jesus, why is that $425? What's that?
This is like the newest one for the SmackDown Championship belt over here.
And it's all fake crap. It's not like there's real gold or anything on it.
Where do those reside when you're not here holding them?
In my room.
Those are in your room? Are they on the wall?
Absolutely.
Huh.
They cover the dead hookers. Right now they're exposed.
And he's standing there in a thong.
So that's $750 in your hands worth of belts.
Oh, it's almost 1,000.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Howard,
huge fan.
I know. I hear you, yeah.
Yes, David.
I was just want to ask him a question. Hey, excuse me, son. I was just wondering, are you a fag?
Dave Letterman wants to know. Are you a fag?
Absolutely not.
You
know that.
All right, if you want to meet Triple H, and I'll let you talk to him, you got to get on the RoboSpanker. I'll ask you questions about Triple H. If you can answer them, you don't get spanked.
Okay.
All right, get in there.
Oh, man.
It's about as gay as it gets.
As a Jersey Italian, awesome Angelo, I got to turn away.
This is very gay.
Dude.
Looks like a midget wrestler.
How tall is Double A?
He can't be more than 5'3". How tall are you, Double A?
He's not even 5'3".
No, about 5'3".
You know what I'm noticing now that he's naked, and he's just wearing in a thong? I realize he must go to a tanning booth. Yeah.
I have a tan bed in my own apartment.
Because your back is red and your stomach is red, but the sides are all white.
I have a tanning bed in my own apartment. Some people might call it a coffin.
Why would you have a tanning bed? Do you really think you look that much better with a tan?
That's why I cook the prostitutes.
It makes me go from a 4 to a 6.
Why have a tanning bed when your belly hangs over the RoboSpanker? You know what I mean?
This is like, what's going on, man?
Hey, while you're on the subject, Double A, do you shave yourself, like your body?
No, not at all.
It's a lie.
No.
All right.
And this is to meet a dude.
Yeah, well, it's wrestling, man. I love wrestling.
All right. Jeez.
What, are you in love with Triple H?
No, I'm not in love. I'm just a huge fan. He's like the best bad guy wrestler out there right now.
If Triple H said, get on my knees, Double A, get on your knees and service me right now.
Oh, no, not at all.
I wouldn't have to get on my knees. I'm short enough.
Absolutely not.
You wouldn't have to get on your knees.
So if Triple A said, hey, Double A, get a stepladder and service me. Jeez.
Without a doubt.
He's Triple H. Is that why you're Double A? In other words, did you fashion your name after him?
I definitely took my nickname when I was like real young in grammar school, based upon like the original Double A, Arn Anderson. He was another awesome wrestler, 4 Horsemen, and I was a big, huge wrestling fan. Wrestled.
All right, this is too gay to listen to this. All right, are you ready? Here we go. I'm going to ask you Triple H questions. You ready?
Yeah.
Did you read the Triple H book?
Yes.
All right, then you should do well. How many meals does Triple H eat on a daily basis?
6.
You're incorrect. It's 7. Get ready for your first spank.
How was that?
How'd that feel?
Not good at all.
Not good.
It looked worse, man.
Artie's covering his eyes.
What is Triple H's real name?
Paul. I'm not huge on the real names. Triple H stands for Hunter Hearst Helmsley, but Paul's, I forget the last name.
John Paul Levesque. Does that hurt?
Yes.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts worse to look at.
What year did Triple H debut in the WWE?
1989.
1995.
Wow.
Are you ready?
Oh, man. Do you have the vibrator on, too?
Yeah, I'll put the vibrator on.
No.
I might have an accident.
It's like bouncing a quarter off that thing.
Man, you're doing terrible.
Not you, Evil Day.
You too.
You got to answer the actual wrestling matches.
Okay, what year was Triple H declared the WWF King of the Ring? Okay. I feel bad for you. You're not
What
getting
kind
one.
of fan are you?
All right. In the same bout, who was... Wait. All right. Who was Triple H partnered with the night he tore his left quad muscle completely off his bone during a tag team match? What kind of fan are you?
Oh, you're an insult to all homos.
Oh, wrestling fags.
Yeah, what kind of wrestling
is it?
fag are you?
Shawn Michaels.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh,
You
Give
ready?
him 2 hits.
Oh, man. Howard, I'd like to buy this game midget from you.
Are you getting sore back there?
Yes.
Howard, you should see the way he winces every time he gets hit. It must really hurt.
Does it really hurt?
Yes, it does.
Oh, my.
Yeah, but I wince.
All right, I'm going to ask you one more. During his ring entrances, Triple H swigs water from a bottle and spits it out in a mist. What does he call that?
Time to play the game.
It's called the spritz.
Spraying of the fags.
There you go. You failed miserably, and because you did that, even though you went through it, you do get to meet Triple H, but you have to stay in the robo-spanker when you talk to him.
Just like that?
Just like that. That's how you're going to meet him. You did horribly, by the way.
I know. I mean, it's this whole robo-spanker being in a pink thong.
Yeah. Is it all that?
This doesn't help at all.
Yeah, don't help at all.
Let's go to Zolar. Zolar, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, good morning, man.
Hey.
Hey, Double A, man, we're friends, right?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know why you're trying to be so elusive on the show. This guy pays for hookers all the time.
Is that true? Do you pay for hookers?
I told you, like, sometimes they come to the house, and, you know, whenever they come, I'll pay for it. But when I go out and, like, meet girls, there's no money involved. It's all...
When we were at your Vegas show, Howard,
Yeah.
this guy spent a lot of money on having hookers. Not only does he have them, but he talks them into videotaping his experience with them.
Oh, yeah? You
Yeah.
videotape hookers?
Absolutely.
And you never kill any of them?
It's unreal.
Do the hookers know you're taping them?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, man. They're into it with him.
So how many tapes do you have, Double A?
I got a good collection.
He's got a library.
I don't even believe he's with women. He's in a
Listen,
pink
Double
thong.
A, I want to take you to the AVN Awards and get you laid for free. This company, Astrux, is bringing me down there.
I'm down for that.
He'd like that. Yes, Hook Nose Mike.
Morning, Howard, you hook-nosed Jew bastard. Listen, Double A.
Hey, now.
You know, what's up, brother? Listen, I know we had lunch last week or 2 weeks ago. You're cool and everything, but, dude, you just gone from Double A to double gay, bro.
Yeah.
Double gay. It's the new name.
Double gay.
Hook Nose Mike knows. Double gay.
Nah, it's not happening.
Absolutely not.
Wait till Triple H sees you in that robo-spanker in your panties. Where the hell is Triple H? He's too ashamed to come
He
in.
left.
He ran out of the building.
Triple H is, he's got a book, Making the Game. It's in stores now. Triple H will be signing copies of his book tomorrow night from 7 to 9 at the Virgin. Look at this. Triple H, look at that.
I'm afraid to see this.
Look at this guy.
Oh, my God.
What do you think
That's
of
your
it?
biggest fan.
That's your biggest fan right there, the gay pink thong. Oh, man.
I don't think he knows anything about me. I think he just want to get in that machine and get whacked around for a while.
Wow. What the hell?
I don't know. Hey, now, how's it going? What's going on?
Yeah. How you doing?
Not too good right now, but
Yeah.
I'm a huge
Triple
fan.
H, you are such a man. You're big. You're muscular. You play sports. You're a wrestler. And this has got to disgust you, what you're saying.
Yeah, this, if you were a real fan, you would have never put yourself in that machine.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know what? But not really, because I'm a hardcore fan. I pretty much do anything to meet a guy like you, man. I appreciate everything. you do.
Obviously, yeah. Obviously.
I appreciate everything you guys do for the business,
You're
man.
the champion of the ass spankers over there.
You want to go service Triple H? You want to get it over
no,
with?
no, I'm not gay.
I'm wondering if you'd asked him some questions about, like, my personal measurements or something like that, he might have had better answers for you.
Do you know Triple H's personal measurements?
No, not at all.
Yes, you do.
No. I know he's married to the hot Stephanie McMahon, that's for sure.
Careful over there. You're wearing a thong now. I'm too excited.
Right now, I'm pretending this robo-spank is Triple H.
All right, say what you want to say to Triple H, because I want to interview him, but you've humiliated yourself. What is that?
I love you. I want to come between you and the lovely Stephanie McMahon. I want to be your lovely bride.
Do you ever? Well, go ahead. Say what you want.
Hey, now, I'm a huge wrestling fan. I've been following this since grade school. I appreciate all you guys, what all you guys and women now do for the business.
He's got all your belts, by the way. He bought them.
I see that over there.
Do you even have your own belts? I mean, I picture that you throw them right in the garbage.
Well, I mean, when you're the champ, you got to carry it around and stuff like that. But you hand it over when you lose it. I don't have any of the
fake ones,
the replica ones, so to speak. But you know what? It's amazing. I was just saying to Gary, it's amazing how many people come to the arenas with those things.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's all.
Well, Double A
belts,
when he shows up with a big belt, a lot of people look up to him then, right?
I guarantee you, he's walked around his room at home with those belts on, buck naked, staring at himself in the mirror before.
Not butt naked, but I definitely visualize myself as a.
But you didn't win the belts. Why would you have a belt? I don't understand. If you won it, I understand having it. You didn't win the belt.
You gotta understand the whole concept of being a huge fan of wrestling. You always put yourself in the situation you're actually there. You're the champ.
Right before he finishes the hookers off, he makes them announce him as the champion.
I was going to say, Double A, is it safe to say there are a lot of whores walking around with an impression of the belt on their face?
All right, well, Double A, double gay, whatever you're calling yourself these days.
Double gay.
Double A, congratulations. You got to meet your hero, Triple H.
Hey, now.
And now get out of here because it's embarrassing.
I appreciate it, Howard. Thanks.
Look at that gut.
Please put some clothes on.
Yeah, go put some clothes on. You've been spanked.
Go wait online to get in the View.
Oh, what a nightmare.
I originally, when you were talking about his tan, and I said, brown fat looks better than white fat. That must be his theory, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm not so sure.
All fat looks pretty bad.
Well, that's really something. By the way, I saw the movie Blade last night. Great job. I liked the movie a lot. I loved it.
Thanks.
And Richie, for me, was telling me he didn't like it.
I don't know what happened there. Richie is usually a big fan of these kind of films.
I liked it a lot.
Got no sound here.
You got no sound.
No.
Guys, are we ever going to be able to get headphones that work?
Yeah, they have to turn up the volume. Somebody's turned it down.
Maybe the new place will get some headphones that work. We'll see how their engineers do. How's that?
What's up now, Robin?
Hi there, Triple
Nothing.
H.
Nothing.
Hello, hello, hello?
Can you hear me through your headphones?
I can hear you in the room. That's it.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry. Oh, yes, Dave Letterman, go ahead.
I just want to say one thing. I'm totally straight, but Triple H is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, you're in love with him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like to get in the machine, sir?
No, I don't think
No.
so.
Good.
David Letterman, Triple H.
To protect.
Have you ever done the David Letterman show?
I have not, no.
Yeah. Why didn't you ever have Triple H on?
Huh?
Yeah, that you see how handsome he is.
Well, maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll work something out.
Be great.
All right.
I have $100 for you if you can sit in my lap, Mr. H.
It's going to take a lot more than $100, I can tell you that.
Yeah.
You might get Double A for $100.
Yeah,
50.
Do it for charity.
So let's talk about the acting thing before we get to the book.
Yeah, I mean, are you following The Rock now? Is that the new deal?
I don't want to say I'm following The Rock. I don't want to be The Rock. I want to be the first Triple H. You know what I mean? So.
But Triple H, you don't want to follow in the footsteps. Like Rock is doing well. The Rock is doing well. But even you admit that you don't want to follow in the footsteps of what the hell's his name?
Dwayne.
No, what's that guy? The Hulk Hogan.
Oh God, no! Yeah. No, I'd like to actually make movies that are good that people want to see.
What happened to Hulk Hogan? He got into movies, but he screwed up.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think the thing is, he just couldn't play anything other than Hulk Hogan. You know, just brother and all this stuff, and he just couldn't be anything else. So it just didn't pan out for him. You know. So
you're being a little more selective about what you do.
Yeah, and, I also, unlike Rock, and this is not a knock on him, but I'm not looking to leave wrestling. You know, I love what I do for a living, and it's a pretty good gig for me. So,
do you feel The Rock has turned his back on wrestling?
No, I just think he's moved on to something else. He wanted to make movies. It started to work out for him, and he's walked away from wrestling to make movies. I don't blame him for doing that. But
why can't he do both?
That's my thing. I want to do both. I want to be able to. There's obviously long periods of time in between you're making movies.
Are you saying in a way The Rock is a pussy, that you did a full wrestling schedule and you made your movie at the same time? And certainly it wasn't that difficult, right? You were able to do both.
Yeah, I did both. Of course, I had a part in the movie. It wasn't entirely my movie. It might be different if it was entirely my movie and I had to be there the entire time.
Are you looking for something like that, though?
Yeah, but, I would like to, if you take 3 months off to make a movie, there's a lot more months in a year. I'd like to make a movie, do 3 months or something like that, come back to wrestle and wrestle for another 6-10 months or something like that, and then go make another one.
And are you taking acting lessons, or do you just... know
you know,
how
I mean,
to do
Don't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, don't take any acting.
What, Robin, have you seen The Blade?
No, it's called make-believe.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. You do that on TV. What do you
Exactly. Yeah, that's what we do. You know what I mean? That's what wrestling is. I think that's where most people in Hollywood, they forget that. They look at us and go, well, you're just a wrestler. Well, what do you think I do for a living?
Yeah, I mean,
Well, wait a minute. Do you think you could play any kind of part? Or are there specific things you can do?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's things that I would be better suited for. I don't think anybody can play any part, you know.
Yeah, but you could. I mean,
Playing a midget wouldn't work out for me. So.
On the set, they said you act like a vampire, and you did.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all.
It's
Well,
not...
what is acting like a vampire like? Can you do a little bit of it?
Yeah, it's actually acting just with big 1-inch metal fangs in your mouth, which is not that easy.
Would you ever, like, because of your wrestling persona, would you ever take a part as a gay man in a movie?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? Honestly, if I read a script, like when I read these things, when I read Blade, it was a great story. I read it. It was a great story. If it's something that I think is entertaining,
what if you were a flaming homo who had to get in a robo spanker and a ping thong and get spanked?
Double A, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what if you had to be in the double A story?
I'd probably pass on
You'd probably
that one.
pass.
Yeah.
Instead of a wrestler, what if you were a wrestling fan?
Do I get to carry the belt with me?
Yes, you would.
Well,
He
you know,
does have some background, though. You live with China, right?
Yes, that's as close as being with a man as possible.
You said did, right? Yeah.
Are you upset about China's sex video? You went out with... I've met you many times.
Yeah.
I still don't get how you bang China. I don't get it.
You know what? Just one of those things, you know what I mean?
What did you think of the sex video? I've seen it. Have you seen it?
I've not seen it, no.
I saw it.
You know what? It's her with a friend of mine, Sean Waltman, who used to wrestle with me. He's one of my best friends. And I've not seen it. Really don't have any interest in seeing it.
She has a lot of pimples on her ass. In this. I'm telling you, I saw it.
It's
really?
disturbing.
I'm not making something up. Did she have pimples on her ass when you were with her?
Not that I recall, yeah.
Wow. Did the WWE make you say you were dating China, or was it the real deal?
No, it was a real deal.
It was the real deal.
Yeah. You know what? She was a lot different person when I first met her. Well, you know, I first met her, she was selling beepers, right? And she was like the happiest person I'd ever met in my life. She just happy all the time. The more success she got, the more miserable she got.
When I first met her, she was a chick.
You know, has he ever heard her sing? We ought to play.
Oh my God! Did you ever hear her sing? Did you ever hear her sing?
I heard part of when she sang on this show.
Yeah, right. Holiday.
I'm not sure that was singing, but
it might be my favorite song.
Yeah.
Well, you got it. I won't.
Oh, God.
But now you're dating or you're married to Stephanie?
Oh, I'm married to Stephanie. We've been married for a year, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I asked my girlfriend if my girlfriend did a TV show with Triple H, and I said, did he hit on you? She goes, no, he didn't. I go,
well, yeah, you know, I didn't hit on her, Howard, but I do have her phone number in my pocket.
I thought so.
No, I do. Seriously.
I saw some fireworks there. You do have her phone number.
How'd you get her phone
How did you get her phone number?
Oh, this is terrible.
I'm going to show it to you. I just want you.
I have to verify.
Be aware. Hold on.
Let me see. Yes, that is her phone number.
Well, how'd that happen?
See that?
Is that her handwriting?
You also have Steve Sharippa's phone number.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to cover all your bases. You know what I'm saying?
I'm ripping that up. You're kidding me. Now, why would my girlfriend give you her number?
She actually wants to take you to a show. I told her I'd get you a box at the Garden, you know, and all that stuff. And
is that right?
Yeah, she wants to take you to a show, so she gave me a number to call when we're coming to the Garden.
That doesn't sound good to me.
Well, here's the other question. I'm hoping this is a no. Have you banged Steve Sharip?
No, but I did see him in a pink thong and a robo-spanker once.
Now, Triple H, you say when you made Blade 3, Wesley Snipes is insane.
You know what? I don't know if he's insane. He was fine with me, and this is the thing: is when you're a 6'4", 270-pound wrestler,
no one's going to be mean to you.
Yeah, guys tend to act a certain way to you. So he was very, very nice to me, but he wasn't so nice to a lot of other people on the set.
What'd you hear?
You know, I mean, he didn't talk to a lot of his co-stars at all. He was just very, very short with them. You know, I saw him threaten the director.
That's great. But
yeah, it's funny.
Why would he threaten the director?
You know, I don't know. Unhappy with direction of the film. I don't know. He's mental. I don't know.
Right. So, you know, it's funny that this is what I like about you. You're very honest. You went to work on the film, and you report what you saw. People should act a certain way. Yeah. You acted professionally.
Sure.
Yeah. Do you think he was just in character character? Because Blade is kind of a loner and isolationist.
I don't know. That's what I mean, I've heard the reasoning being from other people that, well, he was Blade the whole time or whatever, but...
Please.
Yeah. I know he wasn't Blade with me. he was Mr. Snipes, very nice.
Yeah.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Good to see you, Mr. H.
Yes.
Did you have to call him Mr. Snipes?
No.
Did you actually see him get into a screaming match with the director?
Yeah, I saw them get into it a couple of times. There was one day that I had gone on the set. I wasn't working, but I'd gone on the set. When you're in a new environment like that, I'm trying to learn the business. It's a different world for me, right? So I went on set, and I was sitting with the director. I'm trying to take everything in and stuff like that, and all of a sudden this big battle started between him and Wesley, and
wow.
David Goyer sat a little closer to me from then on.
Yeah, right. Did he come to you for protection?
No, he didn't say anything about that, but,
It must have embarrassed the director.
I think it embarrassed everybody there.
Did you get any gist of what they were yelling at each other about? Was it about a shot? Or was
about creative. He was just saying, you guys don't know what you're doing type thing.
Really?
Ah.
Yeah. That's nice.
Only Wesley knows.
You guys don't have a clue.
And he has a clue.
Apparently so, yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's, it's not that shocking. I don't know.
They had scenes together, and they went all right.
Yeah, your scenes went fine.
Yeah, we went fine. I mean, one of the other things, too, that got me, and I hate a guy that takes liberties with other people, and when, to me, if you're a professional making a movie and there's stunt guys that are getting paid for you to knock around, you protect them as much as you can.
Right.
There's a lot of times I saw him really knocking the crap out of some stunt guys and say nothing. And I'm telling you, he touched me with one kick one time, and he must apologize to me 10 times.
Right.
Good move.
Yeah.
Because you could beat his ass, couldn't you?
I don't know.
Let's be honest. I mean, when it comes down to it, he is a karate guy, supposedly.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't believe that. Come on.
You don't believe
You don't want to go after...
that karate stuff
Like
with
Elvis
celebrities.
was in a karate.
Yeah,
Could you kick a guy's ass who knows karate?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I think most guys that take karate, it's just a bunch of motions. They know how to do the motions. But
Right.
Have you ever seen anybody in a street fight anywhere at a bar or anything like that do like a
Karate?
couple karate moves?
No.
Like do a big backflip and go, and not get punched dead in the face and knocked out?
Like guys who can't fight take karate. I took karate.
Yeah.
And I was almost up to black belt, and I realized all I could do was beat up the air.
Yeah. you swing your arms around in a circle, I'm pulling your eye out of your head, and let's see who wins the fight.
Yeah, here's a karate move I learned. It's called hitting you with a pool cue in the face.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
So I think Wesley Snipes knew not to carry on with you. So you're saying in the right circumstance, the guy knows how to behave.
Oh, I believe so.
Right.
That's the thing to me. Like, I'd believe the whole thing. He was Blade all the time if he was that way all the time. But I didn't see him that way with me. So
if he had connected with a hard punch, would you have beaten the daylights out of him?
Not unless I thought he did it intentionally.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, but if he's going for contact, you're going to go for contact.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's the thing. If I thought he did it with intent, if I thought he did it like, screw this guy, I'm going to kick him as hard as I can, then I would have an issue with it.
Well, I see in some of these scenes this intense action. So you're saying when a stuntman would be fighting him, he would sometimes kick him for real.
Yeah, there was some stuff where it was pretty brutal.
Right.
I saw stunt guys bleeding, and and I didn't see him saying anything to them. I mean,
didn't apologize.
Again, no, and again, maybe that's just the way he is. I don't know.
I love
Well,
it.
you're another celebrity.
Like I say, I'm just reporting what I see.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, but you're another celebrity on the set, so he's apologizing to you. So
Yeah, but to me, that's the thing, right? It doesn't matter. I don't care if this guy's making $200. That's his job. His job's to make you look good. You don't beat the crap out of him and not say anything.
Right.
If I punch a stunt guy in the face, I'm going to go over and go, dude, I'm sorry.
Right. I didn't mean to connect.
Yeah, he's
I'm
a
shocked that
guy
Wesley-
trying to get a job. You know what I mean?
Now, what about this
I'm
girl?
shocked that Wesley can draw blood on somebody. That's amazing.
Wow, he looks like a tough guy to me.
tough guy.
But yeah, you never know. Though.
I think he's pretty salty. I mean, I think he probably does have some martial arts skills. Plus, he's a brother. They can all fight.
Right. All the brothers
The
fight.
only other person we ever heard him taking out was Andy Dick.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure I could take out Andy Dick, but I'm not sure 100%. He's kind of wiry. So, what about this chick in the movie? This Jessica Biel Maron. Did you get her in the trailer? I know you're into this Stephanie McMahon, but
yeah, no, she's smoking though, huh?
Oh my God!
I tell you what, they don't show it enough in the movie too. She's hot.
She's deadly.
Yeah, she had this little thing, and I know my wife's listening right now, so this is going to get me major heat. But she had this little gun belt on that just cupped her butt, man.
I know when she's walking in the film.
Yeah.
I don't know if she's putting that on or what. Her ass is talking to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Putting that on.
I don't know. I mean, it's
talking
like
in a good way too.
Oh my God! I mean, she's like the hottest chick, isn't she?
Hello.
Yeah, you should have her on the show just for that.
I would. I would have her on the show, and I put her in the Robo Spanker in a pair of panties.
Yeah.
Does her ass sound like high pitch Eric?
Yes.
Not like that.
Yes.
That's creepy.
And
talking.
Who's she doing? Was she with any guys on the set?
Yeah, I didn't see any. Yeah, I didn't see,
guy visited
I didn't see any guys around it. The only thing I saw is towards the end of filming, she had a bunch of girls come up, like her college.
Oh, that's hot.
College roommates were up. It was like Girls Gone Wild.
Oh,
Tell me she's gay.
Yeah. Like a whole bunch of us went out. Ryan, myself, and Jessica was there, and a whole bunch of people from the cast all went out to a bar one night. She had a bunch of her college friends. It was like Girls Gone Wild in the corner.
And what does she wear when she just goes out to the bar? Is she like really provocative?
Just like club. Where she had on jeans and a tight top or something.
Belly shirt?
Yeah, a little belly shirt.
God
something like that.
But were the girls dancing with each other and doing things?
Were they making out?
No, they weren't making out or anything like that, but they were having a good time.
How many girls?
I think she had like 4 friends with her or something like that.
I bet she's all like sucking up to you, Triple H, and like rubbing your chest.
You know what? She was very nice. Yeah, very nice, but very, very regular girl. I mean, she comes across, like, image-wise, I think she comes across as being, aloof. She's very hot or whatever. But, when you meet her, she's like... Yeah,
how old a broad is this?
I think she's only like 22 or 23, I think.
Oh,
she's young, yeah.
That's young.
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, she's practically fresh.
Yeah. But she's always burping, and, she likes the gross websites and stuff like that.
I'll show her gross. We'll see what she likes. Yeah, we'll see how much of a player she is.
She doesn't know what gross is.
Yeah.
She hasn't seen gross. Yeah. I'm doing more than burping to her.
We'll show her Double A and a Robo Spanker. That's gross.
You're not kidding me. Quote from Triple H on whether he consulted other wrestlers on how to act. I would have liked to have talked to Hulk Hogan to find out what he did so I could not do it. So how did you make the worst movies in Hollywood ever? I love that. Hey, man, so life's good. Stephanie
you know what?
McMahon.
I can't blame the guy, though. I mean, he took a paycheck, and he made some bad movies.
Yeah,
so
that's it.
He got paid for it. He's living in a big mansion.
Now he's advising his daughter on her career.
Exactly.
Yeah, that should go well.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what she's asking. Dad, what did you do so I don't do it?
All right, so the book is out now.
Yeah.
This is like guys like Double A, they want to get into your kind of shape. You talk about your life. You talk about what you eat.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Simon & Schuster forever was on me to do a biography like Rock did or a lot of guys, and I just felt like it's not something you do at middle of your career. It's something you do at
Yes,
the
you
end.
do if you had sex with China. 2 chapters right there, pal. Yeah, let me write that book with you.
I'd buy that book.
Give me all the details to that.
So the biggest question I get asked is how to get in shape, Right. Outside of wrestling and movie questions, how to get in shape. So I wrote a book about it, how to get in shape.
How do you get rid of that belly flab on your stomach? I got that last, inch. I work out. I starve myself.
Is it steroids?
Yeah, what do I need? Is it the juice? Come on,
you have to ask Barry Bonds.
Come on.
Really, it's just diet and training. But, the older you get, the harder it gets.
Do you run?
I don't run. I'm in the ring 4 or 5 nights a week for 30 minutes at a time. So cardio-wise, I don't do any of that because it just wears me down. Train 4 days a week in the gym with weights.
You lift weights? What do you, like whole chickens? You just bite the head off and eat them?
Yeah, raw.
I get that. Chauncey, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, Howard, 2 quick questions. One, it was funny. I interviewed Triple H once, and I had to send several forms of proof that Stepping Out wasn't a gay magazine before he would talk to us.
Really?
It is a gay name.
Yeah, I never thought of it that
way. That was gay.
Yeah, he was really concerned. Even when he got on the phone with me, he said, "Are you sure this is not a gay magazine?"
Not to mention, you sound gay, and the name Chauncey sounds gay.
And that word out in the title.
Yeah.
This is Chauncey from Stepping Out magazine.
Yeah. Are you sure this isn't gay? Hey, man.
That's what he said.
I'm going to need you to sign something, son.
Swear it's not gay.
Yeah. So, Chauncey, what's your question?
So my question is, I asked Triple H if he ever would fight in the ring for real, like an ultimate fighting or, real fighting. And he said no, he never would do it. He never would fight for real.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, if you had to pick between Chuck Zito and Triple H, if they were in the ring, who do you think would win?
Oh, that'd be some fight. You know Chuck?
Yeah, I know Chuck real well.
You think you can kick his ass? Better not say yes.
Yeah, Chuck would be tough.
Yeah, Chuck knows how to fight.
He can box.
Chuck's a tough guy. Plus, I'm sure he would take it to the limit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, one of you would be dead.
Yeah, I don't think there'd be a cutoff time or anything like that.
Yeah, there's a
no
fight.
stopping for blood.
No, there's a fight I'd like to see.
Yeah.
The answer is we don't talk about that. You don't talk about whether Chuck could beat someone up. You don't talk about whether Triple H could.
Chuck's a good guy. You know what? Chuck and I'd be more likely to team together and beat somebody else up. That'd be better.
I see. All right. Let's go to Stu. Stu, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Brad Pitt's brother.
Oh, yes, Stu Pitt.
Hey, Triple H.
Yeah,
Triple H.
stupid. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, Stu, come on.
What, stupid?
Triple H, when you were acting with Wesley Snipes, did you ever, like, look over there and think to yourself, look at this bony nigger bastard?
Oh, my God.
You ever want to tell him to go f*** himself?
Wow.
You should have told him to go f*** himself.
Why are you so racist? What's the matter with you,
He's
stupid?
the blackest nigger I ever seen.
Oh.
It's amazing. It's amazing that your parents had the foresight to name you stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what a terrible... Do you really want him to answer that question?
Yeah, seriously. in
Did
the
you
back
have
of
any
your mind,
racial
sir.
thoughts?
Mr. Triple H,
Do you see
ever
color?
Hey, could you pull your white hood up? I'm having trouble hearing you through your
Triple
phone.
H, in the back of your mind, you ever think, what a disgusting phony nigger?
No, I didn't.
He didn't think
You're
that.
lying. You're lying. So that's what makes you a pussy.
Oh, come on, stupid. That's outrageous.
Stupid.
Nick, you're on the air.
Hi. Bumped into Triple H a couple years back at the Bull's Head Diner. This guy's no Dwayne Johnson. You know, he's ignoring his fans. The Rock, he's taking pictures, signing autographs. This guy's
wait a second.
talking to China about this, that, and the other thing. So, you know, this guy should have no time on the air. He's no Dwayne Johnson.
Triple H, is it fair for someone to meet you in a diner and they say, hey, Triple H, stand up, take pictures, let's do this. And you say, no, I'm busy talking to someone now. I can't do it right now.
No, not just that. He was just pretending that he was busy. You know, Rock gave everybody the time that they wanted with them.
I guess you were there for my entire night, so you know that I wasn't busy. You know, I mean, I suppose you've never.
Well, obviously you weren't, because you were just sitting there with your head down.
You've never had a moment where you were busy in your life.
I noticed something in the wrestling community. Wrestling fans feel that wrestlers should always, it's almost like country music fans.
Yeah.
That wrestlers should always be available to them 24/7.
Yeah, you know what? I think because they watch and when guys watch the show and they see what we do, I think they think that's exactly what we are and they're part of our lives. So, hey, I don't know if I've heard that a million times. Hey, you got to sign this. I pay your paycheck.
When you hear a pinhead on the phone like this, do you want to crush his skull with your bare hands?
I wouldn't waste my time.
I see. All right. Well, listen, Triple H's book, Making the Game, is in stores now. And his why are you laughing about that?
I was just laughing at Stupid's question again.
Oh, okay. You're still on that one.
It's the humor that keeps on giving.
Yeah.
Triple H
Christmas
will be signing copies of his book tomorrow night. See, I'm still thinking about that he has my girlfriend's phone number. That's
wow.
Me, too. I mean, that's, it's like, hey, why is she giving out her number to Triple H?
That is a little weird.
When you come on Howard's show, you never know what he's going to ask you, and I kept thinking, I got the Trump card in my pocket.
Absolutely.
I got the Trump card.
You were holding an ace.
Yeah.
Do you have Stephanie McMahon's number in your wallet?
I don't even have Beth's number in my wallet. Triple H will be signing copies of his book tomorrow night from 7 to 9 at the Virgin Megastore. There's a big book signing in Union Square, Manhattan. And then this Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4 at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. And see Triple H in Blade, Trinity. In theaters now. I recommend it.
If Numbskull wants to come over to the book signing, I guarantee you I won't be too busy. I'll meet you, shake your hand, sign your book.
There you go.
There you go. That's the proper place.
For you today.
Yeah, exactly.
Will you sign every book? Let's say there are thousands of people there. Will you sign every book?
I will sign every book.
All right, there you go. Then you have it. So Triple H isn't backing out on his fans. All right, look, we got to take a break.
What if Double A brings 3,000 books?
And belts and everything
As long as he's fully dressed, I will sign his book.
Double A, wasn't that a thrill meeting Triple H?
Oh, my God, I think I got sticky shorts.
Right. You want to change your underpants?
I'm going to change my underpants. Anybody got like a little pair?
Like a man pond?
Like a man pond or something, like a sponge?
Dave Letterman, you got to have...
He's not exactly wrestling with his conscience, is he?
Wow.
The go-to guy.
Yeah,
David Letterman.
What a bomb.
Triple H kicked David Letterman's ass. Wow. Right.
Well, I haven't got insurance, so...
How are you? You doing all right over there?
I'm doing good. By the way, where is Beetlejuice's manager? You know, when I heard him berate your staff the other day, I was in full agreement with him.
You were?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's one guy who was. All right. Listen, Triple H, an honor to have you here. Great.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you. Always honest about everything. Love that Wesley Snipes stuff. And when Wesley's here, I'm going to match you guys up in a cage.
All right.
Let you go at each other.
Still cage. Yeah.
Would you ever do another movie with Wesley Snipes?
Sure.
You would?
Yeah, like I said, he was great to me. So, if he wanted to do something else and it was the right thing, I'd do it.
Was he nice to Jessica Biel? I bet he was nice to her.
You know what? I didn't see them around each other that often. They didn't have a lot of scenes together in the stuff that I saw, so it's hard to say.
I bet he banged her.
I bet so, too.
Yeah, that really aggravates me.
Supposedly he just got married.
Who?
Wesley Snipes.
Really?
Yeah.
Who'd put up with him?
I have no idea.
Based on what
Sure,
Triple
it
H
wasn't Halle Berry.
Yeah, he likes Asian bro.
Oh, yeah. It's an Asian thing with this guy, right?
I don't know, yeah.
You seem to know.
He was with Halle Berry for a while, right?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Didn't they have a big issue with some abuse or something?
She never said who it was, but everybody speculates that it was Wesley.
We don't know who.
Yeah.
Listen, it's not for us to say.
Yeah, what do we know?
We just know he likes Asian broads.
Yeah. Hey, who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never had an Asian, have you?
That plead the fifth. No, yeah.
But
yeah,
he was
yeah.
in China.
Yeah. Wow.
He likes China, we know that.
But, hey, the guy who's having sex with China in the video, is that a wrestler also?
Yeah.
Because he looks
Sean
like
Waltman, he used to be X-Pac, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Still a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is he still doing her?
You know what? What day is it? I don't know. They're on again, off again. Who knows? They're both.
You were like glad
out there right now.
You were probably glad he took her off your hands.
Yeah, it wasn't a sad thing.
All right. Triple H, everybody, get the book. It's in bookstores now.
Howard,
Making the Game. Yes, Dave.
I just want to ask Triple A a question. May I?
Triple H.
Will this one be funny?
No, I don't know. I just want to ask you, did you ever see that that movie with Andy Kaufman, that Jim Carrey thing?
You know what? I didn't see it.
You ever saw that?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it.
May I lift your hair and kiss your neck?
No, you may not. Yeah.
Oh, that's my job.
Appreciate it if you didn't.
He's mine.
Getting very gay in here. All right, listen. What a come on. You're unbelievable.
Yeah.
The gay meter's hitting red.
Yeah.
I didn't know you went that way, Dave. Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with the news. Triple H, everyone. We'll be back after this. And go see him tomorrow night from 7 to 9 at the Virgin Megastore in Union Square, Manhattan. And this Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4 at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
I'll be there.
I know you will.
He'll be following
I'll be
you
everywhere.
everywhere.
Every step on the tour.
Got chapstick on.
Yeah,
Working in the shadows.
It sounds like Dave Letterman's going to be right
there. Chapstick, yeah.
And see Triple H and Blade Trinity in theaters now. We'll be back right after these.
Howard Stern.
He's somebody who sees everything, observes everything, and comments on anything that he thinks he can tease you about. You can begin to sense on the air, but he's much more down to earth in person, and he's got an incredible sense of humor.
The Howard Stern Show. You are listening to the Howard Stern Show.
Hey now. How's that DVD sound?
Actually, it's doing really well, man. Yeah, it's been exciting.
Some guy sent me an email saying he had problems getting it.
Well, that's because it didn't. I started talking about it last week, and it wasn't available till Monday. So I think some people pre-ordered it, and it wasn't available yet.
Well, once again, I've run out of time. I was going to get to the email. I was going to read you a bunch of things, Robin. I've run out of time. I've got to get to news now. We have a schedule, as you know.
Of course.
And it's time for your theme.
Robin, my bell. I know that I've been in hell with you for some reason, but I want to be your heavens on earth again. Robin, my bell. I know that I've been in hell with you for some reason, but I want to be your heavens on earth again.
He's some singer. Heavens on Earth again.
He sounds loaded.
By the way, the line of the show today belongs to Evil Dave.
Yes.
When he turned to Triple H and asked him if he'd seen the Jim Carrey movie, and Triple H said no, he hadn't. And then he said, "Can I lift your hair and kiss your neck?"
That's brilliantly thinking on the spot.
Thank you very much.
David Letterman, now I know why you are the host of Late Show.
Thank you, sir.
Chris, what's up?
Nothing, man. Y'all got me with this Evil Dave guy. This guy sounds just like him.
That is David Letterman.
It is?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yep. Looks like him.
Last time I checked, it was.
You guys really got me, man. Yo, great show today, Howard.
Thank you, brother.
Sir, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, what's going on?
What did you think of that phone call with Donald Trump?
Oh, it was fabulous.
You know, I got an idea for Donald Trump. I think if I had a chance to meet him, you know the one thing I'd tell him?
What?
Switching networks can double your salary.
Yeah, man, you're paid, huh?
No.
Yeah.
No, that's not written there.
Okay. By the way, I love the holidays. I have fond memories of being molested with a pine cone on Christmas Day.
You got a house out on Martha's Vineyard, right?
Yeah.
Yes, he does. What?
Rich as hell, man.
Can I have a line saying something to Evil Dave?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry.
Mr. Dave.
Yes, sir.
We talk to you in the morning, and we sort of have a program that we run on. Can you just stay on the train tracks? You know what I'm saying?
Because when you go off, it's lethal.
All right, sir. I'm sorry.
All right.
The first thing we told Dave this morning was not to give you a Christmas gift. It's visual, and we're on the radio, and it's the first thing he did.
Okay.
He doesn't listen to you.
No, I thought the guy was going, after
You're like
the
an
show.
incorrigible child.
I'm sorry.
On your show, you're so disciplined. You come on my show, you're not.
Well, I'm sorry.
Hey, Stephen, you're on the air.
Yes. Hello, Howard.
All right, thank you. Yes. What a terrible, terrible comment.
It's a good way to get a website in there.
Yeah.
Howard,
guess what? Didn't get on the air.
Good.
Can I just
Good for you.
Right.
When you go over to will you guys be able to eat me on the air?
Will I be able to what?
When you go over to will you guys be able to eat me on the air?
I don't know. I got to think about it.
All right, buddy.
Let's go to Robin Quivers, who has the news.
Did you hear a few weeks ago that you only had a certain amount of time to call that don't call list to register your cell phone number, or you'd then be flooded with cold callers on your cell phone?
Steve Kingston sent me an email. He said, you better be aware of this, that if you have a cell phone, there's now going to be like a telephone book for cell phone numbers.
And then those same people who bug you at home would now be able to call your cell phone.
Right. And who is allowing that?
Well, it turns out it's a hoax.
Oh.
I'm just seeing this in the paper because I was really nervous. I said, oh, no, there was that deadline, and I think I missed it, that you got to register with the don't call list, or they got your cell phone number now, and they'll be ringing you at, wherever you are.
Meanwhile.
Turns out it's a complete hoax.
Oh, good. I'm glad you told me that. But you know what else? Like these spam emails that I get, I always click to the bottom, and it says, if you want to get off our list, click here. I click here, and I write in my email address. I said, please undo me.
Yes.
And I get more spam now than I ever got.
That just makes more spam.
And I even know the website that gave out my email. It was one of our sponsors, and we had a contest here on the air, and we advised people to go to their website. And ever since then, because I never write my name in on any websites, and ever since then, I know they gave out my web address.
That
I am so endlessly in the spam loop.
Wow.
I mean, I am so glad they don't advertise with us.
My mailbox is always full of spam. I'm liking it now.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
You do? I mean,
I just delete, looking for something real.
Makes you feel like you're getting something done?
But anyway, they say this is just a hoax, and they don't know where it started. But it's become a big game of telephone. Now everybody's spreading the word that you're about to be flooded with phone calls on your cell, and it's not going to happen. No plans to release cell phone numbers has been made.
Yes, Don, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
Hey, I just wanted to say that ever since they started playing the news and up here in 95X, it's gotten a lot better. It was freaking horrible. Just playing music. And then they cut the news off. I called them up and asked them why they did it. They said that they didn't agree with it because you kept promoting satellite. And I said, what's the big deal? You guys paid for it. I go, you're cutting off the news. It's like one of the most important parts of the show. And they're like, duh.
Yeah, well, it seems like that's stopped now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has, but they got Dead Air Dave working up here. I'm telling you, man, it's killing you.
Yeah.
Freaking cut a lot of stuff out this week, and
just
a bunch of stuff last week.
Now the word sex even. I tell you what, I'll be honest with you, and I haven't had a chance to talk about it because we've had a jam-packed show.
It's been great.
I was supposed to have a meeting this week because there's some weird stuff going on here. Not only are they overly censoring the show now, but they're saying to me and everyone else who works here that if I get even a notice from the FCC, I'm going to be suspended or fired. And I was supposed to have a meeting Tuesday about this with the head of the company because basically I've got to make a decision what I'm going to do. I mean, I got to either start playing more music or completely change the whole show around. So I decided I've been so busy this week sending out Christmas gifts and cards and all kinds of stuff that I said I'll meet with you after the first of the year when we get back from vacation. And then we'll make our decision because there's so much up in the air right now with what they're doing to the show and the threats they're making. Here's how weird it gets. They went to the FCC, paid off a bunch of fines, and they made a deal with the FCC. And you know what the deal is? Hey, if anything goes wrong, we fire or suspend Howard Stern. So I go, well, that's great. I'm glad you guys made that deal. That sounds like a really good deal for you, not for me.
Yeah.
I mean, how about before you smack me in the back of the head, you at least give me a warning shot.
Yeah.
And
quite frankly, I didn't know what we were going to be doing on Monday after Friday.
Well, I said, let me do the show the way we do it this week. I'll try and get through it. They're going to edit and crap out of it, and hopefully I won't get any legal letters and won't get any notices from the FCC, and then I will go deal with it the first day back when we get back from vacation.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure that'll be the end of the show as we know it. You know?
Howard, you know what you could do?
What?
You could go on Robin's new talk show. By the way, Robin, congratulations. I heard about your talk show deal.
Thank you, Dave.
I think we need more of your kind on TV. It gives young blacks a role model, and they realize that instead of raping or robbing Whitey, they can have a talk show. And so kudos to you.
That's outrageous.
Opening up another job. Thanks, Dave.
Right. Well, I'm glad you see some positive.
Yeah.
Some other avenue to make money.
Right.
Yes, Dave. I mean, Isaac.
What's up, Howard? How you doing, Robin? What's up, Artie?
What's up, Isaac?
How y'all doing, man? I'm from Fort Myers, Florida, Lee County, named after General Lee from the Civil War, the racist town. But Beasley Broadcast is doing a good job of keeping your show up, and not hit mama.
That's right.
All right, thank you, Isaac.
Thanks for watching.
Whatever. Guess he just wanted us to know he was listening.
I guess.
He made a Mad TV reference about me.
Yeah, and like most people, I have no idea what that means. Exactly.
Only the very hip.
Yeah.
Only about 82 people.
That secret lingo.
Yeah.
Very inside.
We were big with the inner city kids.
What else is in the news?
Well, if it's a new day, there must be a new reason that Bernie Carrick would not be accepted by the Congress as the new head of Homeland Security. Now there are some questions as to, how he paid for some repairs on his home and why he abruptly stepped down from some company he was on the board of on Long Island.
It's all crumbling.
Yeah, it seems that there was a lot of fire where there was smoke.
It seems like he was almost like Al Capone.
And we didn't know.
And he was a cop.
I'm also reading, the story of his love affair with Judith Regan and how that went all wrong.
That's good stuff. I like reading that. My favorite used to be the Jay-Z, and what's the other guy's name? R. Kelly. That feud was my favorite.
Yeah.
Now this is my favorite.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You ever notice with Judith Regan, and she's a dear friend, and I've done business with her, but you notice that every relationship with a guy she says the same exact thing about?
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying when I read it this morning. Everybody was talking about how the relationship went bad. I said every relationship with Judith goes bad.
Not only goes bad, but turns into either an ugly lawsuit or she's accusing people of horrible things.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not just breaking up. They go wrong.
Yeah, I mean, she's painting Bernie to be like the worst animal maniac.
Yeah.
Guy on the planet. I just wonder how much of it could be true. I mean, and I love Judith, but I mean, really, every guy she's ever with, she has the same thing to say about.
They become horrors. They're like men from movies. They're so bad.
Yeah, I mean,
This must be hard for you because it's two people you really like.
I do. I like both of them. But, I even wrote Judith a note last night.
Oh, did you?
And I was like, hey, if I'm here for you if you need to talk or anything. I'd much prefer you talk on the air, but...
You weren't the friend she confided all this stuff to that's in the paper today?
No, but she did confide in Baba Booey the other day.
She did?
I said, hey, Baba, call her up and see if she'll come on the air about her affair with Bernie Carrick. And then she, of course, said no, but she gave an earful to Baba Booey.
That's all off the record stuff.
Yeah, of course. No, I understand that. But
she did open up.
Oh, God, like 10 minutes, Robin. I was taking notes. I filled 3 pieces of paper.
Wow.
Yeah, but my point is, her relationships go horribly wrong.
Well, she used to tell us some of the things that were going on in her last divorce and custody battle, and I used to think she's got to be making them up.
I know. And she'd tell everyone, but she'd make you think you were the only one who knew.
Right, absolutely.
Has she dated other noteworthy guys, like kind of famous guys?
No.
But people with money and power.
Right.
The first time I ever met her, Howard, was at your house, your house on Long Island. You were working on the book.
Right.
And I'd never met her before. And she walked in. She was late because she was upset about some meeting she was at. And I never met her before. She told me about who she was firing, like accountants and lawyers. And then she started telling me her entire
Marital history.
What her ex-husband was up to, the kids, the whole thing. And I'm like, oh, my God, I don't even know this woman. She told me everything.
She would tell anyone she could get a hold of.
Yeah, all you had to do was be in the room.
With the F word sprinkled in every other second.
And I know, I know she's upset about Bernie Carrick, but now he's the worst guy ever.
But in the account that's in the paper today, even the other woman, the other mistress, that didn't completely end her relationship with Bernie. It wasn't until she discovered that his wife was pregnant that it really sent her over the rails, that she knew, all right, this is it, I got to get out of here. Because he had really gotten her with the old line, I'm in a loveless marriage, my wife doesn't understand me. So when the wife turned up pregnant, she knew she was just being handed lines and nothing he was saying to her was true.
When a guy wants to get in your pants, I'll tell you anything. You got to know that about us.
Absolutely.
Yes.
But I just thought it was right. And then she says, she broke it off. She stopped taking his phone calls, and he started having her followed and showing up at places where she was, coming to her apartment, ranting and raving.
Yeah, but again, I don't want to say anything bad about anyone in this situation because I know both of them, but Judith says that about every guy she dated. I mean, she does.
A guy will do anything, too, if he wants a broad.
Yeah, but wait a second. I don't know that she's not, I don't want to say she's imagining it, but I think sometimes she thinks she's the center of the universe.
Yeah, but who could take her walking out on him?
Yeah. Hey, did you see this, Star Jones?
I was about to. That was my next story.
Go ahead.
That Star Jones is being sued by a gardener who did some work on her garden in her apartment, and now he wants money. She wanted to offer him a picture of herself. She originally got the work done.
Instead of money for gardening?
Right.
Well, listen to this story.
She originally had some work done,
great.
and then she was going to have the apartment in Architectural Digest, and he was doing the work for the mentions in the magazine because he would get credit and they'd bring a lot of business to him, but he didn't get any mention. So then he called her up and she said, they're going to run a correction in the magazine. So he waited. There was no correction. And finally he called her again and said, I need the money because I didn't get anything out of this. And she says, how about an autographed picture?
Oh, man.
Well, I'll tell you.
How much money are we talking about, 40 cents?
It's about $7,000.
$7,000.
$8,000.
She is so out of control.
That's crazy.
Here's a woman. I got to figure she makes a pretty good living on The View.
7 figures a year.
She's obsessed.
She's got a triplex apartment in some high-rise in Manhattan.
She goes to a poor gardener and says, look, I don't want to pay for you to do my garden, my stupid garden, but I'll get you into Architectural Digest.
That alone is obnoxious.
She can't even guarantee that.
Right.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah.
Then she doesn't get him in, and the guy says, look, I didn't get anything for this. I want my money. She goes, I'll give you a picture of myself.
How about an autographed picture, not just a picture?
And the guy goes, come on, honey.
You know what? I'm not the type of guy who rats on people, but I could not have dialed page 6 quick enough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, forget it. Like, that's the worst thing I've ever heard.
Well, that's what the guy said. I'm not a diner, lady.
Yeah.
This is a gardening situation.
$7,000.
Hey, going back to your previous story about Judith and Bernie.
Yeah.
So some person sent me, somebody must have it in for Judith, because they sent me transcripts of what Judith said about Hillary Clinton and Monica Lewinsky.
Oh, really? What did she say?
About how, Hillary stood by her man all these years, allowing him to behave in this reprehensible fashion. Monica Lewinsky is talking about being suicidal, being on antidepressants, gaining this huge amount of weight. This is clearly a woman who has suffered and is suffering inside. She has no depth of feeling and no morality whatsoever. She has no depth of feeling or morality whatsoever.
So I guess we could say the same about Judith now.
Well, I hope not.
But, I mean, if she's going to term Monica Lewinsky that way, because she had an affair with a married man.
Yeah. Who's president.
Yeah.
This is
Maybe
crazy.
she didn't say, because I always thought she stuck up for Monica Lewinsky.
I don't know.
I don't remember. I don't know.
We should check on that.
No. Yeah, I think maybe someone's trying to... I just think this thing's getting real ugly.
Well, I thought it was interesting that Judith was in a meeting when the news broke that he was nominated to head Homeland Security, and she jumped up and ran out of the room. In a state of shock, because she figured all of this was going to come out. The other thing that's interesting about the story is that Bernard Kerik sat in a room with a guy from the White House, and they said to him, is there anything in your background that could cause some embarrassment or be called into question as a result of this nomination? And he said no.
You know, off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Well, you know.
What? You know
Bang
what?
Judith. Come on, so what?
No, you don't say that.
No.
That's one of, apparently, many things that he's being accused of.
Yeah, so, I mean, everything's being scrutinized.
Banging Judith
is tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, you would say it would have been smarter to say, look, I don't want to be the head of Homeland anything.
I don't need to be running anything that they have to investigate your background for.
I can't run home.
Maybe he thought, you know, they sent me over to Iraq to help them put together the police department. Nobody there said anything, so maybe, you know, I was...
What he should have said was, I can't run Homeland Security. It's taking up too much of my time running a huge crime syndicate.
No, he's not.
He's not being accused of that.
I'm just saying.
Why would you say that?
I'm not. It's a joke. It's a bad joke, but...
But he
There's
does
a lot
have
of crazy accusations being thrown around.
He has a brother who may...
Yeah, right. That.
And he said, you can criticize him all you want. That guy's got his problems.
This Friday, showing up, we're having a big Christmas special. Bigger than the Nick and Jessica Christmas special. Bigger than the Clay...
Bigger and stupider.
Bigger and stupider. Bigger than the Clay Aiken special. And we're going to open gifts and all that kind of stuff. It's going to be very exciting. Lots of music, lots of cheer in the air. And by the way, I want to thank the E! Crew. They sent me over a beautiful Christmas gift already. They sent me a lamp, which I needed.
Oh, wonderful.
I plugged it in. I'm sitting there, and I'm smelling fire.
What?
Yeah, so I walk over to the lamp. There's smoke billowing out of it. So I quickly unplugged it. My dog came and started barking.
Are you telling me they sent you a defective lamp?
Well, I found out that it is a prototype of a lamp that is going to be made for me, but
Oh, that one isn't supposed to work?
I think the one that I get isn't supposed to smoke.
Oh.
Well, this one wasn't either, I don't think.
So,
although I'm thinking of maybe passing on the lamp.
So pardon the pun, they sort of misfired on the gift again.
Can I turn down the lamp?
Yeah.
That would be pretty funny if he bought you a lamp and you burned down your apartment.
I mean, there was smoke billowing out of the thing.
This is now my 4th Christmas year, and it's safe to say I'm 0 for 3 in Christmas gifts. I never, with my experience now, would get you a lamp under any circumstance.
No, this is a beautiful lamp.
You like the lamp.
I love the lamp.
But it doesn't work.
Yes. But in all fairness, this is a prototype. If I like it, then they're going to build me the new one.
Oh, it's a prototype.
Will they build it exactly the same?
I hope not. Please, whoever's building that. Yeah, maybe it'll just burn down real fast.
Get it UL approved this time.
What else is in the news?
That nightclub shooting of a week ago now where Dimebag Darrell Abbott was killed. He was the subject of a public memorial service yesterday.
Oh, that's nice.
It was down in Arlington, Texas. Jerry Cantrell, formerly of Alice in Chains, was there, D1.
Jerry Cantrell was there?
At least.
Oh, what the hell's that? Hold on. Having a technical problem.
Howard, can I just say something?
Sure, Dave.
Can you do me a favor? Can you just stop teasing me with that long, curly, sexy hair of yours, or I'm going to come over there and rape your head.
David Letterman, everyone. Wow.
Very honest.
I've never said it. Dave, here's Jerry Cantrell.
All right, let's hear him.
The service was a beautiful thing, and family, has been working hard to make sure that Dime is remembered correctly, and his fans have been reaching out, and it was just really an amazing thing to be part of it today.
Well, that's very beautiful.
Where were they?
Joel Poll, you're on the air.
Yes, hello, good morning, Mr. Stern. How are you, sir?
Good.
Yes, Mr. Stern, I don't know what to say. Joyeux Noël, Merry Christmas to you. I am a big fan of yours. I've been listening to you since I was in Haiti when I was 17 years old. And I come to this country. The reason why I'm calling is because I have an organization called COFA, Coalition for Haiti. I'm trying to raise money for the HIV/AIDS kids in Haiti and also in New York City. And I'm trying to see if we have an event this coming Friday at the Adria Hotel in Queens, New York. I would like to invite you. Maybe you can send a donation to your organization.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of shady organizations out there. How do I know you're on the level there, pal?
No, this one is a 501c3. It's registered with the state.
You have a 501c3?
Yes, sir.
All right. That's a good sign.
All right, that's one positive.
We are trying to help with HIV and AIDS for the people of Haiti. And if you can help us out, that's what I'm asking. And your Christmas will be brighter.
You can get. Well, don't put the voodoo hex on me.
No, I will not. I will not do that. I will not do that to you, Howard. We need.
Who is giving out my number?
I'm sorry.
Who is giving out my number to Joel Poll?
This sounds bogus. Is AIDS a problem in Haiti? I never heard that.
HIV and AIDS problem. Yes.
That's crazy. Stop it.
Goodness.
David Letterman wants to say something.
Thank you so much. Is it just me, or are the blacks getting scarier? What's that all about?
I think it's just you.
Yeah, I think you're scary.
I'm sorry. I wasn't listening. I was staring at Benji's throbbing package.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah. There you go.
Joel Poe, I don't know that this is the right forum for any kind of serious discussion about Haiti and AIDS, but give the address out and maybe people will respond.
Thank you so very much. We are located in 81 Carlton Avenue, Central Islip, New York, 11720.
All right, Joel Poe.
And my telephone number is 631-513-0288.
All right.
Thank you so much, Mr. Stern. Happy Christmas.
Thank you. Next time you kill a chicken and pray, please pray for me.
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I will.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Big day. They kill goats, chickens, you name it.
Bye-bye, all right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, break, finish the news, and then hightail it out of here.
This is the Howard Stern Show.
This is the game, Triple H from the World Wrestling Federation, and you're listening to the man who's built like one of my shoelaces, Howard Stern.
Oh, yeah.
The Howard Stern Show. Stern Show. Stern Show.
All right, we're doing the news. David Letterman joins us.
Thank you very much.
Good having you here.
By the way, Robin, can I just say something before you get started? You know, you speak so well. Were you raised by whites?
Well, you're racist today.
Man.
Everyone's racist.
I don't know what's going on.
What happened in our country? Will there ever be peace on Earth?
We don't seem to want it. We want to keep this going, I think.
Yeah.
We like it.
Everyone's hyper aware of race. Shame on you, Dave.
I'm sorry. And Howard, I'd like to ask you a question.
Okay.
You know, I was just wondering, Howard, if you ever got crippled like Chris Reeves, would you let me get into Beth's panties?
You're out of line.
Don't think he'd be able to stop you.
You know what?
Like
That's crossing the
It was approved.
What would I do? All right, it's an approved comment. It was approved.
Everything's approved.
You're right, it was.
He's not taking credit for that.
All right, buddy.
Maybe it's the delivery.
Hey, Robin, what else is in the news?
John Gotti speaks from the grave. Did you see this in the paper today? They were playing tapes in a courtroom.
That's a John Gotti speaking from the grave.
I ain't messing with his grave.
Seaton family now.
And the Dapper Don can be heard talking to his visitor. You know, he's in prison and he gets a visitor, so they're taping all of his conversations. And he really gives it to his wife.
Yeah.
She doesn't fare too well. He calls her all kinds of names, including a whore and an MFer and all kinds of things. And, you know, mafia wives usually are, you know, the keepers of the flame. You know, they revere their husbands after death and only say wonderful things about him. So I'm sure she's a little bbit shocked to hear what he really thought of her.
Well, he was mad because she told the son to plead guilty.
Yeah, she wanted him to just get the charges over with and go to jail.
And in his logic, he was like, what kind of mother tells her son to plead guilty? What kind of mother wants a life in jail for her son? Meanwhile, it would have been nice if he kept his son out of the mob.
Crime, yeah. Then he wouldn't have had to face that.
Guess he didn't want to think that far into it.
Also, I think a lot of wives would be surprised when they hear their husband speak honestly about them.
I think so.
You're probably right. I didn't think of it that way.
You wouldn't want a tape recorder in a lot of those conversations.
Yeah.
The Truck of the Year has been named by Motor Trend magazine. Here's the editor, Matt Stone, to tell us how the Toyota Tacoma won the competition.
Oh, he's got to be thrilled. I mean, what is it?
D2.
D2, okay.
It stood out in a lot of ways, quality and design. It has a lot of variations in which somebody can get the truck configured however they like. There's 4-cylinder and 6-cylinder.
Oh, who cares?
A lot of people like trucks. It was the #1 truck of all the 2005 pickups. And Stone points out that even though it has a Japanese nameplate, it is a U.S.-made product.
Right. Let's go to Melvin.
Hey, Howard, when's Fred getting back?
What do you mean?
Well, I heard he was sick. I haven't heard him for a couple of days, almost a week. I haven't heard him.
Fred died. That's why you don't hear him on the show.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me you're putting Dave on for him.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, I wish Fred was gay because those silent types make my candy cane stand at attention.
Wow.
Hey, Howard.
Yes.
I'm hope. Would I be out of line and asking if I could play a game for a prize right before the holidays?
Fred, is it true you're dead? No, he's there. There he is. Wait, he's back to life.
Thank you, Julio, for the concern.
Yeah.
Julio.
No games right now. We gotta wrap up. So, Robin, go ahead, please.
Yes, there was an emergency landing on a 4-lane highway in Roseland, Indiana yesterday. A single-engine airplane began to experience trouble, but the pilot didn't panic. He had to set the 12-seater down quickly and managed to do it. Here's a witness, an eyewitness to the landing on the 4-lane highway, D3.
Okay, here it is.
It's amazing that this guy didn't hit a car, and the only thing he caught was one telephone pole. And it didn't ignite. We lost a lot of fuel out there, and for nobody to get hurt and nobody to be killed, it's just a miracle.
Wow.
Yeah, there were cars on that road. He had to land in between. It was great. Must have been something to see. David Wells is on his way to Boston.
Great. I didn't even know he was still playing.
Yeah, he didn't either, I guess. He was glad of the renewed interest, and he says he never would have expected this a couple of months ago. D4.
I really didn't have this planned, and, now that it's reality, physical today, past flying colors, I might ask. So, hopefully, good things come for the next couple of years.
Yeah, he says he hopes he can keep proving his critics wrong, D5.
I just feed off the negative. People saying, how can this guy go out and do what he's doing? I'm hearing everything in the book. He's a fat guy. He's this, he's that. But you know what? I'm a lot of people off because I'm going out there winning.
Is he winning?
Yeah.
He had a good year last year.
Yep.
Yeah. And, hopefully that's over with because he's a Red Sox.
Right. And Pedro Martinez now coming to the Mets.
I could not be happier about that. He's out of the American League East. And he's a Met, and good luck over there.
He's got to pass his physical before anybody's going to say anything official, but that seems to be the way the coins are falling at this point.
This crap really matters to you, doesn't it?
Look, I'm a season ticket holder. I'm not as gay as Double A is for wrestling, but I'm going to get a robo-spanker to meet Derek Jeter. But it means a lot to me. Pedro's not in the American League anymore, and that's a big deal. The Yankees don't have to deal with him.
Right.
Screw him.
So
he's a Met.
Yeah, baseball fans are happy.
Good luck in Flushing.
These new developments. Something creepy in the paper today. Joe Simpson, who is the dad manager of Jessica and Ashley Simpson.
Yeah, he is creepy.
He was giving an interview to GQ, and he said of his daughter, she's just sexy. This is Jessica he's talking about. If you put her in a T-shirt or you put her in a bustier, she's sexy in both. She's got double Ds. You can't cover those suckers up.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, I don't
And he won't book her on our show because he says I'm inappropriate.
No.
Really?
Yeah. He's supposedly a religious guy or something.
Yeah, he was a former minister.
Yeah.
He also modified a part that Ashley will play in an upcoming movie, Wannabe. In the original script, Ashley was supposed to be gay. He says, I changed it. Whoa. It doesn't work for her to be gay the first thing out. But it's cool, it's edgy, it's different. And, of course, the filmmakers were like, it's cool for a woman to be a lesbian. And I'm like, that's true, but not for her first role. She's going to be a huge movie star.
That Jessica Simpson is a real slut. Someone should teach her a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Someone should really teach her a lesson.
Dave Letterman.
Yeah.
Wow.
Should be the man.
And call me gay, Howard, but I like to give Clay Aikens a grouchy turtle.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, he might have had a grouchy turtle or two.
or three.
Yeah. Clay Aiken. You're right, Dave.
Yeah.
Who else would have you dress up to come to his concerts?
I don't know.
And again, we've got lottery winners complaining about, the money ruining their lives. Jack Whitaker is the guy who won the biggest jackpot of all time. This West Virginia granddad said he wanted to take his beloved wife to Israel so they could walk where Jesus walked after winning. But since becoming the nation's richest lottery winner, he has strayed far from the path, according to his wife of 38 years, and she wishes somebody else would have won that money.
That's nice.
They say that his black cowboy hat has become well known, in fact, notorious in all of the gambling and carousing facilities of West Virginia. That goes double for the Pink Pony, a strip joint in Cross Lanes, West Virginia, where he claimed he was robbed of $500,000 at one time. So apparently, after being a guy who only was with his wife for 38 years, after winning that money, he's just gone crazy.
Funny how that happens.
Nuts.
Wow. Is it just me, or does Michael J. Fox look nervous all the time?
Oh, no, that's not right, Dave.
Dave's edgy here.
I'm sorry.
That was good.
That's not
Come on.
right.
Give him a break.
This is a refreshing change from his racist
After you
comment.
get it, I'm sorry.
I, Robot, the Will Smith movie, is now available on DVD.
I'd watch that.
When you're an actor, do you want your character to have the word robot in it?
I'd watch iRobot on DVD. I wouldn't go to the theater and see it.
Will Smith says his work ethic is the key to his success. See one.
Oh, yeah, that's the key. He's working day and night.
I know and feel very comfortable in the fact that the guy who works the hardest generally wins.
Oh, shut up. He works the hardest.
He's right, though. I've never worked hard.
And you generally lose.
Yeah.
I think
he's got a point.
Here's a scene with Will.
And a robot.
From
So why'd you murder him?
I did not murder Dr. Lanning.
I could have done that.
I did not murder Dr. Landing.
Easy. Want to explain why you were hiding at the crime scene?
Wow. Want to explain why you didn't go to the crime scene?
I was frightened.
I was frightened.
You can play all the parts.
Feel fear. They don't feel anything. They don't get hungry. They don't sleep.
I do.
I do. I don't want to say you're acting stiff, but you're perfect for a robot. I do. I do.
I can do that.
You should get more. I mean, like, you always say you want to play like the villain in one of these movies. It'd be perfect.
I used to get offered parts, but I don't know.
You never were able to do them.
You want to be a really cool villain. That would be great.
Yeah, well, I didn't do them because they sucked.
Oh.
I'm going to do something good.
The Princess Diaries, Royal Engagement. That's The Princess Diaries 2 is already in stores. And Julie Andrews was asked if she enjoyed herself while shooting Princess Diaries 2. B5.
No, I hated the whole experience.
It's a great role. I get to wear all these gorgeous clothes and...
Oh, shut up.
Oh, God.
Clear your throat.
I don't know, man. It's like this.
You know,
offer me a part. I'll read your script. And I'll tell you if it's good or bad, because if I turn it down, you got a sucky script, so why even bother making the movie? See?
Right. So you turning it down, that's a sign.
Yeah, just don't bother.
You know, because we offered you a part in Dirty Work.
Yeah, why didn't you turn it down? You shouldn't have even bothered making it.
Let me ask you something. Have any of the movies other than Dirty Work been made?
Yeah, I think so. I think so. I don't even remember.
Yeah, because I wanted to know if I could see some of these bad movies.
I remember asking Norm, is Howard going to do it? And he went, I don't know, man. He's not even calling back.
So what does that tell you?
I think it's a no.
Yeah.
You know,
lose my number.
You know, Howard?
Yes, Dave.
I'd like to see more movies with the Olsen twins. And that brings up a question. If one Olsen twin says yes to sex and the other one says no, and I get mixed up, you know, would that be rape? I don't know.
That would be rape.
Yeah, all right.
Sure.
They're not identical, Dave.
I didn't know. That's a good question, though.
Tay Leone. What?
It's a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Tay Leone plays the discontented wife of a popular Los Angeles chef played by Adam Sandler in Spanglish. And here she tells us why she got into shape for this film. A2.
I worked out very hard for this film. I don't mean to sound like, you know, it must be appropriate, but I can't stand it when there's someone who's supposed to play an athlete and you see an athletic sequence and not for a moment would you buy that they did it any more than the 15 seconds that it took to go from
they're...
No, proud of herself. Yeah. So you worked out.
Yeah, she worked out.
Because she had to play an athlete.
Ocean's 12. Brad Pitt, one of the stars. Here he jokes about returning to the sequel, B2.
Well, fortunately, I have not been able to get a job.
Oh, please, I don't want to hear him.
I never realized how funny he was till this movie was coming out.
What a scream.
I'm going to try some sarcasm here. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get a job.
I'm going to be ironic.
Idiot.
Martin Scorsese is the director of The Aviator, which is on some lists as one of the best top 10 films of 2004. Here he is on the challenge of making a film about Howard Hughes, A5.
I was interested in the sense that I only knew him as an quote eccentric, unquote, the guy living at the top of the desert inn, bought the very mysterious figure, watched movies in the middle of the night. I only knew that. I had not really understood about what the Aviators were doing in the 20s and 30s. I really didn't. So when I got the script, and I also knew that, like, maybe...
At least he talks fast.
He's trying to get through something.
Yeah. Trying to work out something there.
I saw him on an interview recently. He almost makes you nervous how fast he talks.
Yeah.
It's like he's coked up or something.
I'm sure he's fine.
But he's not.
Yes, yes. And $1 Million Baby in theaters today, getting great reviews in the newspaper, 3.5 and 4 stars. It's a new Clint Eastwood directed and starred in movie with Hilary Swank. And here's Hilary on what she learned about boxing. She's a female boxer in the movie, A3.
Ooh, female boxer.
I didn't understand boxing, and I didn't really...
You're a woman. You shouldn't.
...even think about boxing. I didn't really get the appeal of hitting someone and getting hit.
But I beat my husband over the head with a pan.
And then what I realized as I learned more about it is that it's so strategic. It's like a great chess game. And when you're in the ring, you are one with that person, and there's nothing else that you're thinking about except their strengths, their weakness, and in turn you learn your strength and your weaknesses. And the amazing thing about that is...
I got to turn you off.
Man.
Yes, Cole.
Howard,
hey.
I've got a fun contest idea to add to your great legacy. Invent a word.
I already did.
What is it?
Grouchy turtle.
Okay, mine's more off. Somebody that's dumber than a moron.
All right, good for you.
But I'm thinking you, Robin, Gary, the whole...
Well, let's go back to Hilary Swank.
Yes.
It felt great.
She explains how she felt getting into such good shape for the role.
It felt great.
Felt great. Yeah, everybody's in great shape.
It felt great. And I'll tell you, a lot of people say, didn't it feel masculine? And it didn't. I felt more strength, and not just physical. Like
all right. I mean, nobody even cares about her anymore.
Finally, the Golden Globes were announced the other day. The nominations, anyway, were announced. Right. And Sideways, as I said, led the field with 7 nominations.
Great movie.
Paul Giamatti movie. And Virginia Madsen is also in it. And she was asked what it means that Sideways got so many nominations. C3.
I think it means a lot of business for the film. And what it feels like.
It means it was a low-budget flick, because how the hell is Virginia Madsen getting it?
Yeah.
Unreal.
And she is nominated for Best Supporting Actress. How does she feel about that?
I think I was so busy screaming and crying that I haven't really had a moment to breathe. So I don't think it's all really sunk in yet. It feels like I've been on this ride, but now this is a whole new game. This is a whole new beginning.
All right, good.
Thank you very much, and that's what's happening.
Thank you, Robin. Thank you, everyone. Artie, thank you. Good luck with your new DVD.
Yes. To purchase my new DVD, go to Artie-Lang, langwithane.com.
And I want to thank Triple H. Go see him at his book signing tomorrow night from 7 to 9, Virgin Megastore in Union Square, and this Saturday afternoon from 2 to 4 at the Bookends of Ridgewood, New Jersey. Also, congratulations to Craig Ferguson, who takes over as host of The Late Late Show, 12:35 a.m. Donald Trump, thank you for calling in. Watch the 3-hour season finale of The Apprentice tomorrow night at 8 o'clock on NBC. David Letterman, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you very much, Howard. I just want to say to Robin, I just found out something about you the other day. I guess you're attracted to Muhammad Ali. So now I know how to get into your pants. I'll start slobbering and get in blackface makeup.
Whoa.
Well,
you know what that means exactly.
You can try. I don't know that that's going to work.
All right.
You've had your fun, Dave.
Yeah.
Evil Dave, right?
Go back to your show where you don't make these kind of...
All right.
You know what? Controversy's not for you.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow.